For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
I watch y'all coming in here for years, cause you shot somebody. Now your life is shot. You gonna pick that phone up one day, and that girl gonna be done dumped you and raise your child with another man. Or maybe your mama or your grandmama dies. Cause ain't nothing you can do about it. You got 15 to 20 years, state or fed time. Real talk. Don't lose your head, use your head, man. Gun crime, max.
Are you looking for a good, honest mechanic? Well, you have found one. Hi, my name is Marcus Williams, owner of Automotive Repair for Less, offering you lesser rates for your automobile repairs. We do major and minor work replacing engines, transmissions, tune-ups, brakes, and almost anything you need in automotive repair. I'm located at 2975 James Road, in between Wharf and Hollywood, on top of the Overpass Bridge. My number is 901-859-6169. That is again, 901-859-6169. Hopefully I'll hear from you. Automotive Repair for Less.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
It's not about challenging times.
Or new normals.
It's about staying true to what matters most.
And we're more committed than ever to your health.
Your safety has always been our top priority.
Times may have changed,
but they haven't changed who we are.
We're here for you every single day.
And good afternoon to you, and welcome to Talk Back Live with Bob
and John.
And I tell you, we have a great show lined up for you today, and it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. And hey, Josh, I tell you what, man, this week and the past couple of weeks have been big time as far as Bluff City Wrestling is concerned. And we've got some things that we're going to talk about today, and maybe get around to some other topics as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready to go, ready to get it. Got some guests coming up as well. Appreciate John for coming in and joining us on today. About to bring these guests on here in a second. Got them coming in. Man, everybody's asking already for snacks and everything. We don't have the snacks with us. Well, we got it here.
Snacks? What are they talking about, snacks?
I don't know what's going on there. I don't have any salsa. I got some Cheetos over here and things like that. But nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and bring the guys. You want to bring them in now because I know this is gonna be kind of chaotic once we do so.
Well,
you got something else you want to say before we do?
Yeah, well, we got want to remind everybody coming up on the 21st.
Yeah, 21st
of January this month. As a matter of fact, next weekend, Saturday at 11 a.m., Bluff City Wrestling returns to the 596 Sandridge Street, right there off Summer Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Bluff City Wrestling return, and it is free of charge. And you can come there, get there early, so you can get a good seat there in the arena area where the wrestling is going to be going on. We got a lot of big cars, big stars all lined up and ready to go for next week, and you don't want to miss it, folks. Where can you go to find good wrestling action like you can in Bluff City Wrestling? And it is free. My goodness. And I tell you what, and we got some things lined up as well, Josh, where we'll be going to other areas as well coming up around the Mid-South. So you want to stay tuned for that as well. And now let's get in on with the show here. And let's, Josh, who do we got?
Yeah, man, we got a couple of the stars of Bluff City Wrestling joining us right now. A couple of guys that really, honestly, consistently give us trouble on a weekly basis.
Well, I tell you what, Josh, there's been some things going on that a lot of people are not really happy with at this moment.
Yeah.
And it's causing a lot of chaos and trouble. And that's what the person that they call the King Superstar, and that's Johnny Dotson, him and his entourage around here causing a lot of disturbance and trouble. And they run their mouths bigger than anybody else around town.
Yeah, this is true.
But one thing about it, though, Josh, there's a lot of chaos and hatred for this group. But a lot of things, but I can't say that they do it the legal way, the technical way, the right way.
Yeah.
They're always jumping in the matches and causing chaos and matches where they want to get mad at us. We're call it just like it is. And I don't like all these terms and terminologies that these guys have been using too around here.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. And disrespecting the fans and all of that. Commissioner at Bluff City Wrestling, he is going to get on it, and he is on it, Josh, right now, trying to handle this situation, and he has warned these guys about this time and time again. What's going on? Let's
get into it, man, because we got 3 of them on now. I see the leader has also joined. So I don't know about I'm reluctant to hit the button, but let me go ahead and get the crew in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with the ringleader himself, the King Superstar Johnny Dotson.
Yeah, well, now we're gonna be professionals, and we're gonna welcome all of the wrestlers in that come in today, chime in with us.
He's on right now.
We're gonna welcome them in and on, and be professional as we can right here on the show today, and interview these guys. The King Superstar, the self-proclaimed, that is. We welcome him to the show. The King Superstar, welcome to the show.
First of all, I don't like how you introduce me. Don't say self-proclaimed. I have royal blood. You're going to say it the right way. The King Superstar Johnny Dotson. And you're welcome that you actually have royalty on your show.
Yeah. You know, one thing, it always amazes me how many different crowns, you have. But nonetheless, we're gonna welcome these other guys on as well before we get into it, Bob. If you're
well,
ready.
I don't like the fact Johnny Dotson coming in here, the King, coming in here telling me how to introduce people, and we've been doing this for a number of years, and for somebody to come in and he didn't even say hello or how are you, or
first of all, everything. You are a peasant. I am the King. I tell you what to do. You don't tell me what to do. Because, Bob, I promise you, royalty already want to put some cartoon knots upside your head. I'm just keeping them off because I don't want to deal with the litigation.
See. Yeah, well, you better keep them off, by God. Anybody put their hands on you, and you know about that, what's going to happen when that comes down. And so you, what do you get this all around here? The King calling me a peasant. What is all of this about?
Now I got to bring these other guys.
Yeah, okay, bring them on in.
I feel like it's gonna get worse, but let's bring in. I got Brody Hawk in the building also.
Yee, what's up, the King?
You got it. That's my brother right there.
It's about to get real, Bob. Real bad for you.
Okay, all right. Let's welcome now to the show. Brody Hawk has joined us, and so we're glad that he's here today.
Wow, yes,
Walker truly is here.
We are here.
This show is about to get the highest ratings ever seen.
Storm is here, and welcome Storm to the show. He just jumped on in here. Why don't you wait till somebody give you the cue before you jump in?
Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Oh, don't be upset, Bob. Come on. You were wrong about one thing.
I'm not
There's not superstars on this show. It's royalty all the way around, buddy.
And we're not an entourage either, Bob. We are royalty. We are a group.
Okay, all right.
We are together. We support each and every one of us. We are one.
Okay.
You
Okay,
little
all
peasant.
right. Royalty. And,
That's what I called him
okay,
too.
all right. That's enough of that. Okay,
I knew it.
yeah, let's
knew
not
it.
get into all that today, name calling and all that. You guys, yeah, okay, all
I knew
right.
it was a problem. I knew it.
Yeah, all right.
Shout out to Jeff Fry in the building. He seems extremely happy with what's happening.
Yeah,
right now in the comments.
yeah, I've been wondering about this guy. He started out okay, Mr. Fried. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe somebody fried his brain or something. I don't know what went on here. But anyway,
Bob, why?
he got
Bob, why is your screen jumping like that? I told you, you got to get off that cricket phone. That cricket phone jumping.
That's an internet.
What are you talking about?
Your screen
And Bob,
jumping, man. You see,
okay.
Bob, don't ever make us wait as long as you made us
Yeah.
wait ever again.
Okay. all
Never
right.
make
Listen,
us
you
wait,
guys gotta
Bob.
understand one thing. Listen, you guys got to understand. First of all, you've been invited on this show, okay? And you guys come on here with respect and approach the people that are listening and other people that'll be coming on and just with respect. And that's what we're going to require on
He's
this
trying
show
to
today.
tell us what to do.
Sounds like
I believe he is trying to tell us what to do, and that's a no-no.
I know Bob watched today's episode. He was there. You see how that works out.
Nobody tells us what to do, Bob.
Let's start with Brody Hawk here. Yeah, okay. Well,
Go ahead, Bob.
Because everybody's kind of jumping.
Yeah, okay.
I know that seems like somebody's signal. I think it might be Johnny's that messed it all up. But nonetheless, let me.
Anyway,
Hey, don't
let's
address
start
him
with
as
Brody Hawk.
Johnny.
Brody,
You address him as the king. The king.
Okay, the king.
Don't address him as Johnny.
We've already done that. We've already dealt with that, Brody Hawk. What are you talking about? I mean,
You keep addressing him as Johnny. He's not Johnny. He's the king.
The level of disrespect to our king.
Okay.
I mean, good grief, Bob.
Who
You claim to be intelligent, and you have to be more intelligent than that. We have told you over and over and over again, do not address this man as Johnny Dotson. He is the king superstar, Johnny Dotson.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I'm trying to, and you. I hope you know that there are some things I like to anyway. But at any rate,
I'm gonna let y'all have this interview because
again,
he's
welcome
jumping.
Go ahead, Bob. Ask your questions.
Okay. Well,
okay, Brody Hawk. I've known you for some time, and one thing I can say is that you guys. Yourself, and you know me pretty well yourself, and I know from the past that you wrestle. I've seen you wrestle, and you're a tough guy. But some of the things as of late, and the stuff that you guys have been doing, and I'm pretty sure you can answer for yourself too. Coming out there, jumping on people, and consistently interfering in these matches that have been going on in Bluff City Wrestling. And we get the opportunity to sit over there and try to call matches the best way we can. And then we have to end up talking about you guys jumping in and out again all the time in these matches. What is going on with that, Brody? I want to hear from you.
We are establishing the fact that we are the dominant force in wrestling. What part of that don't you understand, Bob?
Well, I don't.
We come out each week. We come out each week, and these jabronis get in our way, taking up our TV time. So that's why they get what they get. Plus, we do what we want to do. Isn't that right, Storm?
That's exactly right. The time of people telling us what to do, that's long gone, Bob. That is far removed from where we're at these days. Haven't you noticed how in the last 2 months business has completely picked up at Bluff City? That's no coincidence. That's no coincidence.
What are you
That
talking
is Brody
about?
Hawk and
What are you
myself
talking about,
getting
Tor?
together, getting with Johnny Dotson, the King superstar himself. Royalty's a real deal. We are bringing true wrestling back to Memphis. You should be thanking us.
It's okay, Bob. Go ahead and thank us.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
Josh,
all right. Well,
you should be thanking us. We are making you relevant. By being on your show today, we have made you relevant. We have brought you royalty to your to your show today. If anybody should be showing respect, you two jabronis should be showing us respect for coming on your show and making your show relevant.
What do you mean calling us jabronis, Brody Hawk? Now listen, we invited you on the show today to talk about wrestling. You guys come in here, you start calling us names, calling us things like jabronis and all kinds of other stuff. What are you guys afraid of? Are you afraid to talk about wrestling? Are you afraid to talk about?
Let's talk about wrestling, Bob. What would you like to know, Bob? Ask us anything, Bob. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna jump in. Yeah, please. Because I knew
Josh, please, someone.
Try to dive into
Let's go, Josh.
Oh gosh.
So let me ask y'all this. So how did y'all link up with the Kang superstar in the beginning? Because I remember when y'all first got together, you know what I mean? Meaning Storm and Brody, the Savage Brotherhood started wreaking havoc even before the formation of Royalty, and now we got this no matter what people may say, dominant faction going on with you guys. So how did this happen, and how do you feel? What's the goal of Royalty in Bluff City and Memphis wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, Josh, I have known Johnny for 20 plus years. I have known Storm. Actually, this March will make 22 years that I've known this man. 22 years we have been brothers. And so when Johnny recognized that we, the Savage Brotherhood, Storm and myself, are the most dominating tag team in the Memphis area today, he knew that he had to have us as part of his royalty because we set the bar for the tag team division.
Okay,
am I correct?
Well, setting the bar.
And real quick.
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Storm, let me get your response, your side of it also, man.
Well, I mean, Brody's exactly right. I've known Johnny for years now. Brody, I've known since almost day one, it seems like. 22 years we go back. And the truth of the matter is that when Brody and I finally got together to do the Savage Brotherhood thing, it's been years removed. Nobody lets us do anything, right? They're like, every time we start to do something, somebody yanks the carpet out from under us because they were afraid of what we're capable of because they know it. And you guys have seen it firsthand. You did not even know me when I came into Bluff City. Period.
Yeah.
By God, you know my name now. You know this man's name now. When we roll into a place, the people in that new town may not know us, but when we leave, they do. You can't say that for a lot of other people in this business. I would say 99.5% of people, you can't say that about. You can say that about us because the talent is real. That's what we bring to Bluff City, and that's why we are taking over Memphis wrestling. Period.
That is the goal, Bob, Josh, to take over Memphis. We are going to establish a new mountaintop. And on that mountaintop, it will be our photos. It will be our face on that mountaintop. It'll no longer be the Dundees, the Lawlers, the Valiants. It will now be Royalty, which will be myself, Big Daddy Storm, The Kane, Johnny Dotson, and Mike Reels.
All right, and you'll have to understand what this is truly about here. This is about people overlooking us forever. All these years, thinking they were good and they knew what was happening in Memphis. We step in and we change the whole game completely, guys. And that's not sitting here just trying to put out catchphrases, saying we're the best and we're the most. That's not sitting here trying to give you guys catchphrases. We believe that 100%. That's a shoot. We believe it. We know it. We live that every single day. While everybody else is afraid to do that and tell you that, we prove it. You can, when you're in that studio, especially with today's episode, when you were there and we were filming that studio, you felt it live. There's a difference when we're there. There's a difference when we step in the ring. There's a difference just by our presence, because we live this, we breathe it, we bleed wrestling. That's who we are in our DNA. Other guys play at it. We don't.
Okay.
When we tell you we're going to do something, we do it. We don't just say we're going to do something and just dismiss it. We go out there and do it.
Shout out to
the body bags. The body bags are about to get full. We are about to lay waste to Memphis wrestling. We're about to get rid of all the fake people that want to think that they are something in this wrestling business that they aren't. We are wrestling, and we're about to prove it to the world.
Now, I hear y'all. And one thing I cannot deny, ever since I first saw Brody way back, and then Storm coming in with the first interview he did with Bob ringside, I believe that was it, Eureka Truvine Church in Whitehaven. We did that whole thing and saw the savagery that went down there. You can tell that y'all are legit. There's no doubt about it. But I must say now, what's been going on as of late, the interfering in matches and causing chaos. Now, I'm unbiased, by the way, but all that being said, Big Lou Winston seems to be wanting to put his foot down with not only Johnny Dotson, but the whole crew. And y'all seem to be causing more trouble than he thinks is worth. And maybe he's going to bring some opposition. How do you feel about the guy in charge seemingly coming against y'all right now?
Well, that's just it, Josh. You just said the key word. You are biased. You are biased. You are biased against royalty. And we don't care about Big Lou Winston. Big Lou Winston. Okay, Big Lou Winston. He's in charge, right? Okay. You think we don't have the money to pay his fines? You think we don't have the money or the access to pay his fines? What's he going to do, fire us? I don't think so. Because if you fire us, then what's going to happen to Bluff City Wrestling? You're going to go straight down the tubes, brother. Straight down. You line them up. Bring them all. We're not scared of Pure Power. Bring them. We're not scared of them. We're not scared of the Top Shotters. The only reason the Top Shotters beat us is because the man's leg. Did they actually beat us? Did they? Be honest. Stop being biased. Stop being biased, Josh. Stop being biased, Bob. Did they actually beat us? How many times did Storm enter inside those ropes during that match? How many times did I tag him? How many times did I tag him into the ring? Because the man was injured. Yeah, I only tagged him once. One time. And then that one time, that's when they cheated by hitting him with his own boot to win the match.
Yeah. But who entered the boot into the match?
Whose boot was it, though?
People forget.
It was his. He took it off to wrestle.
Yeah, y'all.
He came in the ring to wrestle.
But they're not saints. He had a choice to use a foreign object or not. Yet it's okay when they do it. That's hypocrisy, Josh. That's the hypocrisy we're talking about. So if you wonder why we do what we do, it's because chaos creates cash. Without us, there is no money influx in Bluff City. Let's just face it. Because we are the show. We're the ratings. We're all of it. These guys who are putting on a pedestal, they are no better. We just tell you to your face, we're going to do it. That's what you guys don't want.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? Who did the boot belong to that they hit you with, though? Who did
It
that
doesn't
move
matter.
belong to?
It doesn't matter who it belonged to. The fact of the matter is, your heroes used it,
Get
right?
off of that.
Your heroes used
Yeah,
it, and y'all.
The man's
owned it.
trying to
All
explain
right,
to you, Bob.
Okay, well, you pulled it off to use it, and it just got reversed on you.
Honestly,
that's what happened.
And like I said, I'm unbiased, but I feel like it bounced off the ring, and MJ just caught it. Yeah. And then just happened to happen the way it did. But nonetheless,
he just say it bounced off the ring. He picked it up off the mat. I don't know what show y'all are watching.
I don't know, man. We can ask the people at Somerville.
We're
gonna be back out.
That's just.
The point is that Brody Hawk wrestled that entire match by himself while those two guys tagged in and out. And we still, despite all of that, despite having a torn tendon in my leg, we still almost beat those boys. Imagine now that I'm fully healthy. Imagine now that we actually get to tag team, and you've seen it. When we're actually tagging and I'm healthy, there is nobody who can beat us.
Yeah.
You can't keep two monsters down. You can't do it.
Well, now the one thing I would say, where's the Kang? Is this self-proclaimed?
I know.
Kang.
I think he got a little.
You kept addressing him wrong, Bob, so he got off.
He got mad.
You insulted him. You kept calling him Johnny Dotson, and you weren't addressing him the way that you're supposed to address him. He is the King, superstar Johnny Dotson. You can't say Johnny this, Johnny that. You say the King. Show him the proper respect.
All right, well, why did he run then? He just he tucked tail and run on the show. I mean,
because he knew that us two can handle anything you got. All the questions you need answered, Brody and I can do it. We're not rookies. We're not great.
I mean, right before he left, that's what he told you. He said, these guys can handle everything that you need. I'm leaving.
And that's the difference.
That's one of the reasons why we're royalty, Bob. Is because not only can we wrestle, not only can we beat people up, not only can we tell you directly what we're going to do and do it, we can defend and talk for ourselves. We don't need somebody else to do it for us.
Well, I don't know, Josh. Is there a way we can get if somebody want to call in?
I mean,
if they want to, if they want to call in, folks, 901-213-6020. I don't know if they want to talk to these guys or not. But anyway, if you want to talk to us, we're here.
They just don't want the truth.
Yeah, we'll comfort you in some way. We'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we do have. I guess I will acknowledge the Savage Brotherhood, part of royalty from Bluff City Wrestling, led by the Kang superstar Johnny Dotson. Also, the newest member last week in a shocking turn of events, Mike Reels. Joined the fray with the low blow on Buck Skinner last week.
I still can't get over that.
Yeah,
it's only shocking to you guys because you don't know him. Why do you think we chose Mike Reels?
Yeah, okay, well,
because
he was a great guy.
We know what he's capable of. You guys just didn't. Y'all got snow from the jump. You see, that's the difference between Reels. We're 5-10 steps ahead of everybody at all times. You have no idea what we're about to do. But I can't wait to see expressions on your faces when it's done. That's going to be.
I'll tell you what. Coming up next week, as a matter, next weekend, we've got another live TV taping at 596 Sandridge Street, right there off Summer Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. And coming up, you guys.
And matter of fact, just on top of that, 2 weeks from today, Somerville, Tennessee, January 28th.
Good people down in Somerville. We're coming back. Yes,
House of Faith Gym down there. Where we had our last big event. In the match that we were just talking about with the Top Shiners and Savage Brotherhood and the questionable circumstances surrounding the ending of that match and everything else that went down there as well. So y'all come out and join us there. Also, tickets $10 for adults, $5 for kids.
In Somerville.
Tennessee, Night of Destiny down there.
All right, but tickets are free. Free admission. TV taping next Saturday
on
Summer Avenue.
There you go. Free
$5
for all the Come on, free stuff.
I got to say something about Storm. Now, I saw on your stream, you had the live watch along.
Yeah,
it was very well done. I cannot deny
you. You're right, Josh. pretty good job there.
Him and Alan Lentz. I know Alan carried the shoulder, but both of y'all did a great
What?
He carried my boots into the building. That's about it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, Bob and Josh.
Okay.
Yeah.
During the Christmas holidays, who had the number one Christmas song through the holidays?
Let's see. The number one Christmas song, "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree." That's what I remember.
That's exactly what we're talking about right there.
Mm-hmm.
The biasness of Bob and Josh on Bluff City Wrestling. The announcers are biased against royalty. That man sitting there, Big Daddy Storm. Big Daddy Storm had the number one Christmas song during the holidays.
Where was this?
And you two chumps can't even acknowledge it.
Okay, I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
You don't remember Bluff City Christmas? Really?
I vaguely, you know what? I did catch
I know Bob is probably still singing it every time he walks into the shower. So don't tell me that.
Okay.
Bob is having a Bluff City Christmas every time he goes to the shower.
Yeah.
That would be
See
disturbing.
that smile on his face, you can tell right there.
That would be very disturbing if I did that here.
Go ahead and hit a little, Bob. You know you want to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sing it, Bob. Josh, you can harmonize.
That's right. Go ahead. Y'all get it.
And I can carry it too, but nonetheless, I feel ashamed to sing that song because of all the insults to all these different people that were in these different songs. And that was another song you did.
I mean, truths, not insults. Truths. If they got insulted, that's on them. But they were all true.
But there was another song you
Very
did.
much so.
Yeah, little
Pissant.
What was it? Yeah, Pissant. Yeah,
that's right.
Oh God!
Now, what I've been meaning to ask this: what exactly is a pissant? Like
it's a know nothing.
I'd hate for him to respond.
It's a know nothing, something that does not matter and does not count. That's what a pissant is. That's the definition of it. That's the true definition of it.
Okay.
Well, it's not something I'm just saying. That's what one is. So when I sing about that and I call you that, that's just what you are. You're nothing. You're nobody. You've never done anything. You'll never do anything. You've never made a difference anywhere.
So these are the people in the audience that you're talking about. Because I did see, and I brought up your live stream because you talked about all the homeless people that were in attendance.
There's a bunch of them.
It was free.
Yep.
And we don't know if they were homeless. They looked like some,
they looked
good.
They looked it.
I don't know.
See.
I mean, you could smell their breath all the way to the announce table.
Oh my Lord!
Why you think the Kang brought out a toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste?
Trying to help people.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know. I felt like that was totally unnecessary.
We know why.
Maybe he was trying to give it to you, Josh. Maybe you should brush your teeth every once in a while.
Yeah, see that?
Because I know Bob's got a pair of dentures that he just plops out in a jar.
Yeah, all right, guys, that's good. Here we go. See, and you guys, you got some people that are after you guys over. There's some other hate you guys too.
Jumped everybody.
Jumping everybody in the map. Crazy stuff. I just don't understand. What are you? I mean, this is professional wrestling, for goodness sake. And you guys are turning this into some type of clown show and thinking this is funny. But I tell you what.
No, Josh. No, Bob. No. Never ever say that again.
All right.
Never. There is nothing about what we do is a joke or a clown or anything like that. Everything we do is professional wrestling. What we are doing is bringing back the professional wrestling attitude. We are getting rid of all the clowns and all the wannabe people in the wrestling business. Half these jokers have never even been properly trained to be in the ring with Savage Brotherhood. If they had, then we wouldn't be so dominant. Ask yourself that question, Bob.
Well, let me ask you.
Why are we so dominant? Why are we so dominant?
I don't. You're jumping in everybody else's matches except yours, for goodness sake.
Because everybody
why
else
are you guys doing this anyway?
Because everybody sucks, Bob. They haven't been trained. They don't know how to do this business. We do.
Do what?
They don't know how to wrestle. You have to have guys like us who can elevate the business. Those other guys are not. Look at that. We just elevated that guy. Just our presence does it.
Yeah.
Just our presence elevates everybody. Look at this. Buck Skinner, boom.
Look at that. Look
He's
at
no
that.
longer beating up jabronis and little punks anywhere. He's trying to go head-to-head with us. That's a difference. That's what Memphis Wrestling was.
Yeah.
Go back and watch any old episodes of Memphis Wrestling. That's all you got to do. That's what we are. That's what we're bringing back. Look at that. Look at that patheticness right there.
So that you professional wrestling just beating up everybody. Yeah.
Of course. They deserve
I don't know
it.
about all that.
They deserve
anyway,
it.
I don't.
And look at that low blow. Mike Reels with the low blow on Bluff.
But here's the one. I got a question for both you guys. Josh, I'm going to ask you because Josh is the more honest of the two. Josh, you say you're unbiased.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Okay. Absolutely. Unequivocally.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who came to help these poor guys that we totally destroyed today? Who? Who came out there? Nobody.
Well,
you got a locker room full
nobody.
of people, and not one person came out there. They sent a bunch of little refs out there to try and stop us, and those refs were smart enough not to step in the ropes. They knew better. Nobody came out to help these guys. Not one person. Look at that sexiness in that ring. That's toughness. That sexiness. That's all you need to know. Right there.
Yeah.
And nobody came out to help them.
Really,
not one person. Lou didn't even
because they knew when they. That's because they knew if they came out there, they would suffer the same consequences as the two people that were in there getting beat up when we were there. Buck Skinner is getting taught a massive lesson each week. Each week we teach him a new lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, he did get if you want to call that a lesson. I know you hit him with the ego killer in the ring, which definitely shows that your leg is definitely more healthy as of now in that ring, no question about it. But nonetheless, I do think, hearing the things that Big Lou's been saying, there's gonna be some opposition coming at some point.
Yeah.
We don't know who. Maybe it could be Itan Kai, the young island boy.
Oh my
that
goodness!
Out there now, he's young. He's young. He's young and viral. I don't know. Coconut's very healthy things.
He got straight Hakuna Matata right out of that building.
Yeah, well, all I know is that you guys think you're getting away with something. And I tell you what, if I could have a hand involved in getting somebody here that'll take you guys on and take you down, you better believe me. You better watch your back. Okay, you keep
That was hilarious, Bob. That was hilarious. Take us down. Take us down.
Okay.
Bob. Bob, who do you think in that locker room could take us down? And I know who you're going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Pure Power.
That's right.
Pure Power. Okay. I told you earlier, we're not scared of Pure Power. I've known V-Man for as long as I've known Johnny Dotson.
Yeah.
I've known Charles Ray just about as long as I've known V-Man. So I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them. What makes you think? What makes you think we're scared of them? Oh, because he can pull a truck.
Yeah.
You can lift all the weights you want to lift. You can lift everything in the world you want to lift, but
Okay, well, you know
can
they
you
got
fight? Can
they
you
you know they
fight? Can
you
you
know those
fight?
guys
Can you wrestle? I don't
you
claim to be the world's greatest wrestler, but I sure as heck can fight. I can
yeah, well,
fight. I can
well you
knock you into the next time zone, brother.
mm, well, you know
I
these
can.
guys
Hey,
can fight.
I ain't stealing nobody's line, but I can give you a five knuckle shuffle you ain't never seen before.
Okay, well, you guys don't have the tag team championship, and you guys,
Oh,
I don't know if you're
oh,
afraid.
oh.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't have it.
y'all want to be
So
honest about something? The only reason we're not tag team champions was because of my injury. It wasn't because of anything else. That's the only reason we don't have those belts around our waist. And like we said, I'm healthy now. We're
well,
back in the ring
how long are you going to
together.
defend? How long are you
We
going to
were.
defend?
Hey, wait a minute, Bob. You asked a question. We're trying to answer it.
What's the answer?
You ask a question. We're trying to answer it. Give us a
Okay,
moment,
go ahead.
please.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
The only reason we aren't tag team champions is because we were slated to take on, who was it? The East Coast Bad Boys. We were slated to take them on, and Storm got injured. So therefore, we were dropped back one spot to where we had to wrestle someone else. Or at first they didn't think we were going to show up, period, or even be there. But that's what we just proved to you. That's why we are telling you. We proved to everybody December the 3rd that we are the best tag team in the Memphis area today because we showed up, we showed out, and we beat the snot clean out of the top spotters. They just got lucky.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
Because
you.
basically, they wrestled me by myself.
Okay.
Well, I can't deny. Even though look, I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I'll be, as I said, I am completely unbiased, unequivocally balanced individual.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. I saw that whole match, and I did see Storm when he came in earlier on that day, and I did not think he would be able to get up there. And I give y'all credit. Very tough individuals to even do what you did. Even despite all the outside interference Storm was doing on the outside with the injured leg and all the other stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
It was still
impressive. And we told you we were going to do it. And we told you we were going to do it. We tell you we're going to use a chain.
Yep.
We're going to choke you.
Yep.
We will kick you between your legs. We will do exactly what is needed to win.
Okay, now see,
I don't know about you, Josh. I don't know about you, Josh. Hold on, Bob. Hold on. I don't know about you, Josh, but my daddy taught me to win at all costs.
Yeah, well, you guys.
So
just
guess
told
what?
yourself, right?
If I gotta pick up a 2x4 and knock you over the head with it, I'm gonna pick that 2x4 up and I'm gonna whop you one good time. If I gotta pull out a chain and wrap it around my fist and punch you dead in the mouth, I'm gonna do it. I'm sitting here telling you that I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you. So I'm not hiding the fact that I will do what is necessary to win. So when you're sitting at that announce table and you're doing your announcing and you're saying this is despicable and this is that, this and that, we're sitting here right here on your live talk show telling you exactly what we're going to do. And I'm telling you, January the 21st at 596 Sanders in the Bluff City Championship Wrestling Studio, if I put my tights on and I go out there to wrestle with Big Daddy Storm and Savage Brotherhood, I'm going to do what I have to do to win. And that's pulling out a brass nuts, pulling out a chain, kicking somebody between the legs, doing whatever I got to do to win. I'm going to do it. So there you
Okay,
go. So when you're sitting there doing your announcing, you're calling us despicable and all this other stuff that you like to call us while we're in the ring, because don't
okay, would you hold on for
because
just a
we've
minute?
heard you call us despicables.
Could you hang on for just a minute and let us get
Yes, sir.
something
Go
in
ahead,
here
Bob. Pardon me.
sideways? Yeah, okay, all right. But you guys are just gonna come in and do what you want to do. Just overlook the referee in the ring and just come in and just carry in whatever you want and do what you want to do. And just do away with professional wrestling as it is and get in there and do it and win it the right way. You guys
That
can't.
is professional wrestling, Bob.
Listen, you guys don't need you guys don't need all those things in order to win. You guys are champions in yourself. I don't know why you want to come out, jump on everybody, interfere in other people's matches, and do the things that you do. And then you call us all kinds of names, and we're just announcers. And put your hands on my shoulders. I don't want your hands on my shoulders.
Because we enjoy it, Bob.
And then on top of that, yeah, okay, on top of that, Brody, you enjoyed yourself by drinking my bottle of water I had over there and stole.
What was in that bottle of water, Brody? I never did ask you that. You're acting kind of weird after that. What was in that bottle of water?
Yeah, well,
you started stumbling around. What was in that bottle?
Hey, Bob. From past experiences, you ought to be thankful that I drank it.
Yeah, okay.
That's
All
true.
Right, okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Okay, we're not gonna.
How about that? How about that, Josh? You want to elaborate to the fans about that, Josh?
Yeah, I know you wish he would.
Yeah, I will not go into detail, but I'm curious if Storm is looking at Storm's reaction. I think he's seen the video.
Yes,
I know
as
it.
well, which is on YouTube.
And I know that man. I mean, come on.
It's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. This was.
I've never lied to a single person. I know I don't lie. I will do just about anything I want to do. I don't care. I don't care. Fire me. You think it's the first time I've ever been fired from a wrestling organization? No, it's not. Yeah. And guess what? And like he was explaining to you guys earlier, the reason why we act the way we act and doing the things we've done or doing is because we have been overlooked by all these organizations around here, thinking that these muscled up, steroid looking fellas are better wrestlers and better than we are when they can't wrestle their way out of a wet paper bag. And they sure as heck can't. They sure as can't wrestle and be more professional than we are. They like Johnny told you earlier. We aren't entertainers. We are professional wrestlers. Those guys are entertainers. They don't want professional wrestlers. They want entertainers. That's why we've been overlooked.
Yeah.
But guess what? Now that Bluff City Wrestling is on TV and we are proving to the world that we are the best, everybody's knocking on the door. Everybody's wanting to jump on the train that took off months ago, and we told every single one of them that was bad mouthing us, telling us how we weren't going to do this and how we weren't going to do that, and we were lying, and Johnny was lying, and Johnny was this, and Johnny was that. That Bluff City wouldn't last as long as it has.
Yeah, that's true. You're right about that, and I stand behind you guys on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely on that. Yeah.
Here's the ironic thing about it, especially right now. I think might have had a little signal situation with Brody. But the interesting thing about that right now is, as it stands, Bluff City Wrestling is the only Memphis wrestling on Saturday mornings right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And going forward.
Yeah. The other team, company has tucked tail and run. So
I
they're
can't
no
hear what
longer.
you're saying. I'm trying to do an interview.
That's
Shout out to
Brody.
Brody. But that's it. That's it, man. But look, I'm gonna say this honestly, man. About as far as the Bluff City thing, it's no question. One thing I was surprised about, and I'll give Storm credit on this, is I was shocked I hadn't heard of Storm. And I know, like, as far as the history and all, and I had seen some things after I, seen Storm do his thing and some stuff in the past. But I'm like, man, so how do you feel about getting this opportunity in a, I guess you could say, a revival situation of Memphis wrestling on TV and being a part of that? How do you feel about that?
Look, John, here's the truth. About 25 years ago, me and my partner at the time got blacklisted from Memphis. I've told this story to several people. Several people know this, and it was the truth because there were people around at the time. Because of something I did, I was wrestling with the NWA doing some shows for them, and took on somebody they didn't feel I should have, put over somebody they didn't feel I should have. And when we got our opportunity to go to Memphis as a tag team, we got up there and the politics itself. I learned a valuable lesson then about politics in wrestling and about who you listen to and who you don't, who you better surround yourself with if you're going to do this business. We get up there because we were hot at the time, young, hot into this business. Once they found out they didn't like it, and a couple of guys were already jealous because I worked a few of them, and I would always get the response. And I'm me. This is me. I was this guy back then, and they couldn't stand it. So their egos got a little tainted, got a little hurt. So we got blacklisted for Memphis. That is stuck in my craw for the last 25 years. And now to get the opportunity to finally come back and show this is what Memphis missed out on. Guys like me, guys like Brody Hawk, who we come in here and we love the business. When we truly love this business, that's not just something I'm spouting off to you. We love this business. We eat it, we drink it, we live. When we go to that ring, whether you like us or whether you don't, whether you agree with how we do things or whether you don't, you know that what you see from me and Brody is 110% real. That is us. That is our passion for this business. The problem has been is that, and why Memphis failed is because you had people who didn't care. It was just about me. It was about my ego getting fluffed and who could tell me yes and do all these things for me. And you saw what happened. It killed it. I don't care if you give me things. I don't need your support. All I need is the opportunity to prove that I'm why you need to tune in. That's why Brody and I are together doing this thing, not only because we're friends and brothers, but because we believe the same way. Because we've been overlooked a long time, and that's a straight shoot. That is 110% facts. We have been overlooked so long by other guys who would just kiss butt to get wherever they wanted to go, say all the things, all party together, because you can still see remnants of it today. That's why Memphis failed. Now you've got a locker room at Bluff City who, while we're destroying at the same time, I respect the locker room just because, hey, at least those guys are hungry enough to go out there and try to fight for something, where a lot of these other ones are just happy to be there. If you're just happy to be here, you can't do this business. If you're just happy to say, oh, I'm a wrestler, like that little Pissant song, that was a straight shoot, because you got too many people like that out here who are just happy to be around it, call themselves a wrestler, call themselves a promoter, and they are afraid to put in the work. They're afraid to do the hard things. Going back to December 3rd, there's no way you're keeping me out of that wrestling ring. I'm not like an NFL player or a baseball player, whatever. I stub my toe and I'm going to sit on the sidelines. I ain't built that way. I've never been built that way. Brody Hawk, we used to run with some guys called the Asylum. Him and his partner at the time, Cody Hawk, his brother, they had wars. They had wars. I was.
I remember. Yeah.
Pure destruction.
Dude, it's ridiculous. But people, that should have been in Memphis. If Memphis would have been smart, these are the guys. Those are the things you want here. So, do I have a fire under me because of that? Oh yeah. Is there something to prove? Yeah. And these people who come out and say, "Well, you guys are older now. Y'all need to step aside for the younger guys." Why? Why do I have to step aside for somebody who hasn't proved anything? You can't prove that just because you're half my age, you've got a quarter of my skill. You do not. And why should we step aside for people like that? You've got to earn your spot. You've got to earn your right. I came in first day and earned my spot in Bluff City. First day.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's not blowing smoke. That's not because I called my buddy and said, "Hey, I need a spot." Johnny didn't even remember me. Because the last time he saw me, I was half my size.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what I look forward to, proving everybody wrong.
Yeah.
And I think we do that on a weekly basis.
Yeah, you guys do. One thing about it, you you guys make some things turn around here, and you make things exciting as well, and you keep us busy running our mouth over there wondering what's going on from time to time and why you guys are doing the things that you do. But I can say this, professional wrestling at its best, Bluff City Wrestling right here. You can watch it at 11 a.m. every Saturday morning on CW30. Hey, I'm telling you. And you need to come out and check us out in live events that are coming up around the Mid-South and other places. Bluff City Wrestling will be expanding too. We've got people in Jackson, Tennessee, Humboldt, Tennessee, Brownsville, Tennessee, Whiteville, Tennessee. All these other places are curious now and asking questions about Bluff City Wrestling coming to their community. So Memphis, be proud. Be excited about Bluff City Wrestling right here in your backyard, and the best wrestling you'll ever find anywhere in the Mid-South. Yeah.
So, and I'll ask both of y'all this, or Brody. I know Storm's going on that, but how do y'all feel about with Bluff City bringing in right now the state of the situation now? Do you feel like this is kind of bringing a new energy? Because I almost feel like there's been more talk. I know some, you want to say positive, negative, whatever, when it comes to Johnny and just the very audacity of starting Bluff City Wrestling and being on TV. It seemed to offend people just by being on the air. But it seems like despite that, it's a whole nother energy, maybe positive, negative. I don't know. How do y'all feel about how that's going on and being a part of that?
As far as the controversy of him starting his TV, that's your question?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, basically. And do you feel like this is a new energy around Memphis wrestling or Mid-South wrestling in a good or in a good way?
I feel this is the thing, and I was going to say this just a minute ago. The controversy that he has caused is because he's gotten on social media and he has been truthful. He's not lying to anybody. He believes so hardly in his heart that Bluff City Wrestling is the best organization in the Memphis area right now. And he believes that his locker room is the best locker room in Memphis. And if you don't believe it, then why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Why would you if you can't believe in yourself and you don't believe in the people that you put around you, then why are you wasting your money to be on TV?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The controversy comes from these people being jealous and him taking his words and punching them in their ego, because their ego has them thinking that we're not good enough. We haven't proven ourselves. Man, I've been in this wrestling business for 20 plus years. I've proven myself. I don't have anything to prove to anybody. The only thing I'm doing right now is I'm proving to myself that I am one half of the best tag team in this area. And no offense to anyone, even if I was wrestling singles, I would still be better than 90% of the people out there right now. Because that's what I believe in myself. I believe that I'm good enough. I told Johnny months ago before Storm ever came into this organization, I told him, and I believe y'all were in the little chat room, put this baby on my shoulders and let me run with it because I can handle it.
Yeah.
I can carry this company if I need to. If you need somebody to carry it, put it on my back. I'll carry it. You don't want to step up, you other guys don't want to step up and carry it, give it to me. Let me go. But guess what he did? I told him I wanted to be partners with that man right there, and he gave it to me. He gave it to me, and he said, "Go with it. Here's what we're going to do," and that's what we're doing. We're taking over. We're not just telling you. This ain't just a wrestling promo. This ain't just something that we're trying to uh, advertise. We're telling you we're taking over Memphis Wrestling. We are better than all these other tag teams out there. If you don't like it, come prove us wrong. If you don't like our arrogance, you don't like our ego about it, then come knock the chip off our shoulder. But I don't think you can.
And I'm gonna say,
Matter of fact,
man,
I don't think you really want to step up and try to do that, because then you'll have to face the fact that we just proved everything we've been saying. We are better than you.
And look, and I'll piggyback off that. There's a reason why people are afraid to book us. They are.
And let me throw this at y'all real quick, Storm. I want you to get into that a little bit, but I never understood the thing about, and I know, I'm even surprised that we're agreeing on the things we're agreeing on, but
that's only because we're fair announcers.
Yeah, we're unbiased.
We're fair, unbiased, absolutely,
unequivocally. You know what I mean? But all that Storm's looking around for something to fall. But all that being said, I never understood why people would get so upset. I'd even see some other podcasts around the area. People talk about, how dare you say you're better than anybody? You know what I mean? In any sport or anything you do, if you don't think you're great, how is that an insult to anybody else? It's not like you're saying everybody stinks. You're just saying I'm great. So it has that been kind of surprising for y'all to see the reaction of Johnny or even yourselves having the audacity to say you're great?
Josh, I want you to look up a video. You know what I'm talking about. If you can find it.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. And but anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interfere. You guys, go ahead. We do give everybody a chance to make their comments.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead, guys.
No. I mean, here's the thing, and this lets you know real quick who's about this business and who is not. It's just like Brody said, if you don't believe you're great, you should never even be in anything, whether it's wrestling, any sport, any business. If you don't believe in yourself and your product and who you are, why are you even doing it? I'm not about to sit here and step to the side and go, well, I'm mediocre, so I'm just going to be over here with the mediocre people. I can recognize there are people who are more athletic than me. I can recognize there are people who are stronger than me, faster, younger, older. That doesn't matter. You're not better. And I 110% believe that, because it's more than just one thing. You've got to have an entire package about you to do this business. And it's a conglomeration of many things. And a lot of these guys concentrate on one thing. Like when we're out there talking on social media, I 110% believe everything that I say. It's not hyperbole out there. I'm not just speaking out words and just trying to put out some cool things, a cool catchphrase. I believe it. I had this conversation with a buddy of mine the other day. He said, so, you're Storm, but then who's this Chad guy? Who is he? I'm like, they're the same person. I don't have alternate egos. Those two guys, they're all the same person.
All right. And yeah. So guys, look, one thing about it, listen, I am a fair person. And one thing you will hear me say, and you guys have heard us say over and over and time again, the people have heard us say it, how tough you guys are in the ring. And that's one thing I will not turn away from, and not say that you guys are not one of the toughest tag teams out there anywhere you can find. Now, we've got something here.
Well,
whatever.
I gotta find it now. This is real old. You talking?
Yeah, this is real old. Josh is looking for something here.
Now y'all got me curious.
And before I leave today, I'm trying to get my revenge back on it. Anyway, but at any rate, you guys and the Kang Superstar and whatever he want to call himself, and then you guys are royalty. What made you guys decide that you want to use the name? what is some people? What is so royal about Brody Hawk and Storm? Why did they choose that name?
Well, I think because honestly, at the end of the day,
I mean,
this Memphis is known for its kings, right? You have the one true king, Elvis Presley,
absolutely,
king of rock and roll, and then years later you get Jerry the King Lawler, and you know, history hates a vacuum, right? And you always have to fill that void. And along comes Johnny. Everybody's trying to be the king of Memphis or the king of this and the king of that. Johnny's creating his own kingdom, and that's the point. That's the point. It's not to say, "Ooh, I'm Jerry Lawler Part 2," or "I'm this," or "I'm." It's to create this whole atmosphere that says, if you want to truly be great, this is where greatness hangs out. This is what greatness is up here. It's not down here. It's not saying, "Oh, I'm another version of this." It's creating your own kingdom, your own fiefdom, your own spot that says, "Here we are. This is what the pecking order is. It's royalty. It's everybody else." Had a guy ask me, "So why are you guys just knights?" Well, look, it's real simple. Everybody in life works for somebody. I want to work for somebody who appreciates what I do, who I get along with, and who I see eye to eye for. When I go to my job, I don't like going to work for somebody who I completely disagree with, who has no clue. Johnny gets it because Johnny's one of us. He understands it. And that's the beautiful thing. We don't have to have the same skin tone. It ain't about that. It's about the same heart, the same passion. That's what royalty is. We come from all walks of life, but it's the same passion we have. That's what makes royalty great. That's what makes it work, because there's no turmoil there. People say, "Well, we're going to find the little nuances and we'll break y'all up that way." You can't. You can't. I have no designs on being a world heavyweight champion. I have designs on being the most dominant tag team Memphis has seen in 25 years. That's my goal. Mike Reels wants to be the TV champion. That young dude is still learning, is still coming up, and he's still better than most of those guys out there. That's your future TV champion right there. No doubt. And Johnny, I guarantee you, before it's all over with, all the gold will be in royalty. Because we all have our goals of what we want. And we bring that to the whole. And that's how you succeed.
You asked us earlier why we're not tag team champions. We are champions. I don't need a belt to make me a champion.
Oh, come on, man. You know what I mean. The people that are wearing the gold around their waist, they represent as the champions. Now, in order for me,
and who is that?
Well, you
And,
talking about
and do you honestly, in your honest opinion, hold on, Bob, hold on. In your honest opinion, now be honest. Do you think the Hooligans can beat us?
Well, here's the thing. I must jump in because we're unbiased, and we can't sit here and choose one.
You're unbiased. You're unbiased. Okay. Well,
but are you truthful?
Well, when I'm standing out there, when I'm standing out there beside you next week, and you're talking all that smack, and when I'm in the wrestling ring and I'm listening, because trust me, I can hear what you're saying. When you're saying all the things you say, and I come out there and I want to slap your jaws when you go to talking that crap about I'm despicable and stuff. I'll show you despicable.
That's hurtful.
Come on, you. That's the way we do as announcers. What do you want us to do?
That doesn't make it okay.
Well, okay. You hear that, Storm? You hear that? That's the way they do. That's the way they do things as announcers. Okay.
No.
Well, you were asking us. You were asking us earlier why we do the things we do, because we're tag team wrestlers, and that's what we do.
Better than anybody, baby.
He's trying to flip out.
Yeah, okay. That's. I'm not going for that kind of.
Hey, Bob, you see this? You see this, Bob? I just answered your question by you answering your question.
Okay, all right.
Brody
Don't
thought
play with me, Bob.
Think he's real intelligent.
Okay.
Trying to flip that on us.
I am real intelligent.
Okay. I'm gonna drink some water.
Yeah, go ahead. Drink some water.
Yeah.
I'm drinking some water too. See me?
Okay.
Well, we don't know what's in there.
Whatever it is, I won't tell me what's in your drink. Speaking of, I'm about to head down to Windy City, Como, because we have a celebration tonight over today's TV show. So if y'all want to come on down and hang out, I got a VIP table. Just wait.
Oh, okay.
I'm Big Daddy. That's how we roll.
Oh, VIP table for you got a VIP table for us?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah, if you want to join, hey Bob, we're unbiased. We're unbiased. We don't care. Come on down.
We want you to rub
We're unbiased.
Okay.
We celebrate with everybody.
I'm kind of skeptical about you guys doing something.
I feel like they're going to end up putting us through a table. If we go down.
Never.
I don't know.
Well, we would never do that to announcers because it's just too easy.
Oh, me.
Wow. So
yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but the invitation is
we'll have to consider it.
Yeah,
dude, that's where we're going to be at. I'm just saying. So your audience wants to come on down and hang out. Come on down and hang out.
Look, we've been on your show. We've been on your show for an hour and 16 minutes, and your fans are so scared of us. They haven't asked one question yet.
They're afraid. I wonder what they're afraid of.
Well, okay. Well, we've had people.
They're afraid to.
On here quite a bit.
I tell you what, they're afraid to hear the truth. Is what it is.
Nobody likes the truth.
Okay. I don't.
Truth hurts.
Know about that.
It does.
The truth is so hurtful.
You'd be surprised. We have some favorable comments for you guys.
We've got some.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not, you have 2 or 3 fans on here.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to ask Bob and Josh a question though. It's been killing me all day, and I wanted to ask this from you. And see how you're unbiased and all. And I know you're going to be honest with me. At the end of today's show, was I mistaken, or did I not hear a chance of royalty echoing throughout the studio?
Hold on now.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and listen. Play back the audio.
Really?
That show, tell me you did not hear echoes of royalty.
I thought those
the
were
impact
good.
we have, fellas. That's the impact we have.
Well, okay, now I will say this.
Yeah.
Everybody has fans, that come and go to professional wrestling.
That's right, because people recognize
I'm pretty
them.
sure you have a handful of fans out there. You guys have some fans out there. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But overwhelmingly, most of the fans were there for, not in favor of you guys, the way you guys behave and carry on. And all of that stuff. So, but at any rate, one thing I do realize.
Look at those jumps in the ring. Island Boy, Mr. Clean. Look at that. Look at that, just laying there.
Ton Khan, made his debut.
Oh, here it is.
Made his debut.
I'm such a good dancer.
Trying to do that. I know some type of Elvis shit going on there with the.
What is that?
Boom, baby.
And there's the Kane, supposedly, standing out there and watching all this go on. And what is this bell he's ringing? Is that what is going on?
I call it the dinner bell of death.
Is that a dinner bell or what he's ringing going on? And I don't know.
That's not a dinner bell. That's the bell of destruction.
That's it.
Yeah. Bell of destruction. And I did say that too, by the way.
Yeah.
So y'all can thank me for that one also.
That's true. It is a bell of destruction. Look at that, man.
It is really turning. It's really turning my stomach right now to watch these poor guys in here begging for you guys to stop beating on them the way you guys were beating on these guys, and they were just. You beat these guys unmerciful. And just didn't even stop. And then Johnny Dotson has the audacity to turn around and slap this guy and to do the things that he would look at, just handling the guy pulling on his hair, for goodness sake, like this guy's a piece of trash or something. I just don't. And then you call that royalty? Guys, But at any rate, I don't know, Josh.
Hey, I'll tell the fans again. Y'all can watch.
What happened?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, what happened?
Not myself. Yeah, royalty tried to take over the stream.
The building, they got no frame.
They tried to take our stream. But nonetheless, man, man, y'all can check it out. Bluff City Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe and check out the full episode in case y'all missed it.
Mm-hmm.
So
see it again, and hey, I'm telling you, we've got the best wrestling around anywhere in the Mid-South, and that's Bluff City Wrestling right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
That we can agree on.
Coming up next week. Yeah, okay.
Shout out to Brody's burp on the air, by the way. They sound like a good old burp to let the people know what's up.
Oh boy,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't burp.
Loud,
burp.
Oh, it sounded like.
Well, okay. What was that? I don't know. Yes,
Bob, did you do something in that studio you shouldn't be doing?
Bob trying to pass gas and blame it on me. That wasn't me.
No.
I didn't burp.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Bob.
Taco
Bell.
Stop that, Bob.
This kind of
Bob, you eating Taco Bell again?
I think you've been eating some Taco Bell's bean burritos.
Okay.
Got to you?
The bean burritos got to him.
Bean burritos got to him.
Okay.
Ironically, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday, but I don't know. But see,
so it's catching up. It's catching up with you today, huh, Bob?
You might have that check.
Somebody
canker cell.
What I had for lunch or dinner yesterday. What's going on with this?
Yes.
Anyway,
that means we got to end this.
Hey, Bob, you never know. You never know who's watching you, Bob.
You don't.
Well, that's true. But at any rate, hey, folks, we want to remind you coming up next week. That's January 21st, Josh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
next
sir.
Saturday,
7 days from today.
596 Summer here in Memphis City Wrestling. The CW30 TV taping will be live. And I'm telling you what, there's nothing like live studio wrestling. Boy, I tell you, it's just like it's the action that takes place in that studio reminds me of the action that used to take place at the Mid-South Coliseum. Boy, I tell you what, you need to bring your sister, your brother, your family, your dogs, anybody you can get to come out that enjoys professional wrestling.
I don't know if they let animals in.
Yeah, well,
if they do,
you need to bring everybody you can. And as far as we can let many people in there. So, yeah, okay.
Can I say one thing, Bob?
You get in there,
hey, Bob, can I say something, Bob? To all you people out there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I just want to let everybody out there know. Come watch Bluff City Wrestling, because Bluff City Wrestling is the best wrestling organization in the Memphis area today. By all accounts, we are the best. If you can't handle us telling you we are the best, then it's your problem, not ours.
That's true.
Plain and simple.
I agree with you guys there.
So be there next Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, 596 Sanders Road, right there off of Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, and you'll see why we are the best.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm not going to even say that, because I know you guys. I'm not going to make you try to keep a promise, and I know how you guys operate, so I don't want you to break a promise to come to the studio and try to be professional rather than gentlemen coming out there instead of hollering at everybody and calling everybody jabronis and other kind.
Well, we do have an El Jabron.
So you don't want us to come out and tell the truth. You want us to come out and be liars
and be fake. We can't do that.
And be fake.
I'm not
you don't want us to be professionals. You don't want us to be professionals
Oh,
and come out and tell the truth.
I'm not.
You want us
No,
to
I'm not
be
saying you guys.
unprofessional. You want us to
You
be
guys. What
unprofessional
you guys
and
are
come out and tell
saying
the
about
people lies.
what you guys are calling the fans and the things that you do and say, that is not professional. Talking about the fans like that and calling people names. No, that is
Sure it
not
is.
professional,
It is. They are
Brody
professionally
and
peasants.
Storm. You know that. And
They
then
are
then
professionally
you sit
peasants, and
there
that's
in
the
my
truth.
face on this video and smile like you've not done anything wrong. That is
See,
despicable.
We
now
don't
y'all
do
got
anything
Bob
wrong.
fired up.
I
We
mean,
do what we say.
I'm
Bob,
trying to get out of here.
Bob, let me ask you a question. Is it my
Go
fault
ahead.
that is it my fault that the lady sitting on the front row, even though she got in free, if it wasn't free, she should have paid for 2 tickets for 2 seats
Oh,
because
come
she's taking
on.
up 2
Come on.
seats because she just put
Don't go
Shoney's out of business
oh,
in the buffet line.
don't even. Okay,
Is it
don't
He's
my
even
not
go
fault?
there.
wrong.
What you?
He's not wrong.
No, okay, all right. That's enough of that. Would you stop it? Okay,
Some
come on.
people like Golden
Yeah,
Corral.
So
let's
you want me to lie to her? So you
okay.
you want me to lie to her?
Okay,
Hello, Miss America.
okay.
You look
Let's
great
let's
today.
get time.
Miss,
Okay,
yeah, Miss America,
all
you look
right.
so great in your
Okay,
buffet line.
all right.
I think Brody, you and Storm should give her a big old
Okay,
hug. Give her a big old hug.
that's
Big old
enough of
hug.
this
It
kind of
would take 5 of us to get our
I
arms
think
around it.
listen, yeah, okay, guys. That's okay. Thanks for joining us
I gotta
today,
get out of
and
here.
it's been thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next weekend on Bluff City Wrestling at Sandridge at the studio there.
Yes, sir.
And
596 cents.
yeah, Brody Hawk and Storm, and
I guess we thanked them for joining.
they call themselves royalty, and their boss, their guy, manager, whoever
No.
he is.
He ain't our boss. He's not our boss. We are royalty.
Okay, he's all royalty. He's the king.
Kang
Superstar Johnny Dotson, and he has abandoned us earlier in the show. But anyway, hey guys, thanks for joining us, and folks, we'll see you next time on Bluff City Wrestling. And thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back again later on. It's been a pleasure to be with you today.
Yeah.
For the best soul food in the Mid-South, it's Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303. Bring breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and some of the items on their menu consist of catfish, spaghetti, chicken and dressing, turkey wings, meatloaf, fried chicken, cabbage, yams, greens, salmon croquette, and the list goes on. Some of the best soul food you ever taste in the Mid-South, it is Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd. Call them again at 901-946-4303. Been in business since 1991. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, 901-946-4303 for some of the best soul food you'll ever taste.
Are you looking for a good, honest mechanic? Well, you have found one. Hi, my name is Marcus Williams, owner of Automotive Repair for Less, offering you lesser rates for your automobile repairs. We do major and minor work replacing engines, transmissions, tune-ups, brakes, and almost anything you need in automotive repair. I'm located at 2975 James Road, in between Warford and Hollywood, on top of the overpass bridge. My number is 901-859-6169. That is again, 901-859-6169. Hopefully I hear from you. Automotive repair for less.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson of the Tennessee Highway Patrol with an important traffic safety message. Distracted driving is the #1 killer of American teens. All distractions, texting, eating, or adjusting the radio, places the driver and others at serious risk of injury or death. Distracted driving crashes are preventable. Please help us spread the word. Don't drive distracted. This message brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol.